Alright, it's time that we've reached the decider between LeRagpicker and Santiago. Game 3 of the best of 3, and the winner will carry on to fight against the winner of another match that we saw between Kimura and Shade. Kimura, as you saw, sorry about to spoil it for you guys who've watched things out of order, but you should have. Shade was the winner in that match, so the winner of this match will go on to play against Shade's Eldar. And the series has reached an interesting point. We've got LeRagpicker having lost the previous game on Fallen City. It's now his turn to choose the map because he lost the previous game. He's chosen Shrine of Excellion and has gone for a basic build here with a plasma generator and looks to be Chaos Space Marines constructed from the barracks, I think. Yeah, Chaos Space Marines straight away, rather than Raptors or anything like that. And Santiago's gone for the same build that he did last game, the build that worked, by the way. And that was more of an aggressive early harassment style build with an early wire banner, delaying the generator for a while. And there he goes. Notice that LeRagpicker's put the barracks just next, or the temple as you might like to call it, right next to the point so he can leave that point ready to capture with the Chaos Space Marines. But look at this, Santiago's really approached this point at just the right time with the Slugger, really just preventing that capturing point, and at the same time, nice timing on the other side of the map with another Slugger squad boy, the Slugger boy squad, ready to decapture this point as soon as LeRagpicker pictures it. So I just can't really fault Santiago's timing here at all. He's done very well to totally push back that capping effort with minimal losses himself. I mean, he's got these Slugger boys in the heart of enemy territory, but with Soulstorm, any kind of Dawn of War version, essentially, units don't really die very quickly at this early stage in the game where the weapons aren't very powerful, and Santiago's not really going to lose very much, whereas LeRagpicker has lost a fair bit now, just from not capturing those points quickly enough. He's got some Chaos Space Marines up now, so he's able to shoot down a couple of Orcs, but only very slowly. And now he's just really going to be on the back foot for a while, and I'm not really sure what he's going to need to do to turn the game around and actually push it back into its opponent's territory. Shrine of Excellion is one of those maps where it's kind of a rush to get into get your half of the map first. Well, that's with most maps, but this map is quite accentuated, because once you've got both sides, you can easily defend by just camping some guys near the middle or in one of the craters, and keeping yourself on top. So Chaos Lord out now for LeRagpicker. In the meantime, doing a bit of harassment of his own. Well, actually, no. For a moment there, I thought LeRagpicker's troops were on the other side of the map in Orc territory, but that was just an attempt to retake one of their own points, and the Orcs were delaying that even further by having a go at capturing one of the points in Chaos territory. But man, yeah, not looking good for LeRagpicker. He's got to win this game if he wants to carry on with this tournament. Otherwise, it's going to be Santiago, as we saw. And a lot of kills there. Slugger Boy is just so much better than Cultists in close combat. Here come the Chaos Space Marines to help defend. But it's just going to take them a while to try and gun down these Orcs and actually get some kills here. And Santiago, for quite a cheap cost, is able to reinforce them pretty easily. And that prevents the Cultists from doing anything meaningful or important, like going out and capping, which they need to do unmolested, unharmed, out of harm's way, if you see what I'm saying there. Chaos Space Marines taking that point, but there the Sluggers go, decapping it straight away. Real shame that. And Sluggers just chopping into these poor old cultists left and right. LeRagpicker's finally got an LP2 up, but as he's made the comment there, a nice surround by Santiago's just put him even further behind. And here come the dreaded Shooter Boys, and once these Shooter Boys are up, it's going to be tough for LeRagpicker, because once his troops are bogged down with the Slugger Boys and the Big Mech, those shooters are just going to really take their toll over a long period of time, just constantly withering them down with that hail of firepower. In a situation like this where the Chaos can just outshoot them, that's not so bad, and well, until they move back into the cover, that is. If Santiago tries to fight now, he should be able to take it, especially since his Big Mech's on pretty good health. And looking back at LeRagpicker's base, he hasn't really got much, he hasn't started upgrading yet, he hasn't really got a lot of income coming in. In the meantime, Santiago's just been staying ahead, keeping that marginal advantage maintained, as you would say in a fairly advanced sort of RTS speak. It's all about the marginal advantage, and StarCraft players know that. Dawn of War players should know that as well. There's no need to try and sort of go for the throat or just throw your forces away into a big battle if you're ahead slightly. Just maintain that slight advantage, and as long as you don't make any mistakes, the game will be much easier and more reliably won in the long term. And so like Slugger Boys can afford to run around the map and not achieve too much now, because LeRagpicker has invested in that banner. He's got plenty of resources, and he's stuck ahead in terms of capping. Just another little skirmish here, and yet again LeRagpicker seems to be foiled. He was trying to go for a bit of a push elsewhere on the map. This looks like a good shot though, killing that Slugger Boy. But man, look at all these shooters. What do you do against that? That's too many shooters. Too many for LeRagpicker to deal with, and as soon as they all waddle into the crater here, all the armor icons sort of flashing on the screen here. Well, not flashing, but coming up on the screen in the middle. And there you go. Oh boy, what would you do if you're in LeRagpicker's situation? You haven't got any cash, you haven't really got any upgrades, and you haven't really got a lot of points or LP2s ready. It's just a matter of trying to sort of take the power back somehow. Maybe if he had some Raptors, I don't know. Even Raptors I don't think would make a bigger difference. Maybe he should have gone for a bit of a Raptor build earlier on. Maybe that would have been the answer, but who knows. It's better against other races, I think. He won the first game by going for cultists with grenade launchers, but as Santiago mentioned recently, I think on a forum, he just really picked the wrong build order to counter that. In this game, he's gone for a fairly solid build order, which is a bit more difficult for LeRagpicker to deal with. And here we go again. Cultists versus Sluggers. The Sluggers are gonna get that point. And looks like we're upgrading some guns here, some bigger guns. I believe we've got big shooters on the way and one heavy bolter. Shooters killing the heavy bolter outright. And oh man, just even more bad luck here for LeRagpicker. That heavy bolter equipped Marine is instantly killed there. And now the LP2 is under fire, and those matched squads of shooters really just ripping into this LP2. There's nothing that LeRagpicker can do to stop that. Even if he had some heretics around, they'd just get shot by the shooters. So not much you can do. Notice he's actually adding plasma pistols to everything here to try and get some kills. But with just the low manpower he's got, he's just going to be outgunned and outnumbered before long. And there's the LP2 down. So really, he's just got 2 points left at this stage, 2 measly points with LPs on them. And you see that he's upgraded the heavy bolters. He's going to need both of them, but he's running out of time and space now. Looks like the Orcs are getting ever more courageous and bold, moving in. And oh, bit of a crossfire there. Santiago just pulls out. He's just too smart a player to really sort of wade into that. He knows that he can take his time at this point. He knows that he's winning, and he's just going to play carefully and safely until he's won the game, and he'll be around to the next round to play against Shade's Eldar. And that'll be an interesting match. Orcs versus Eldar. I'm really looking forward to that if it comes to it. I'll be keeping a close eye on that match and bring it to you guys with excitement and enthusiasm as usual. 5 minutes
until take and hold victory.
More banners going up in the background only means bad news in the long term. And big shooters, and nice teleport into the background there. Mech Boy getting straight stuck into all of these Chaos Space Marines, and there's nothing LeRagpicker can do. I believe it's game right here. Those Chaos Space Marines are forced backwards, and they're going to be tied up in melee because of their big mech. And in the meantime, the shooters are going to crush them. Just too many big shooters here. Some of them going around the building. Just going to corner LeRagpicker's poultry force here. He's got nowhere to hide. Look, going to the hills there, but he's up against the wall. He's got his back to his wall now. And that is it. That is it. There's nothing that can be done there. And looks like LeRagpicker's throwing in the towel here. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you sort of sticking around for it. The best of 3 turned out to be a decisive 2-1 to LeRagpicker, Santiago. So he's managed to stick around through the first round. LeRagpicker, the People's Champion from last tournament, has crashed out, and that'll be the end of him. But thanks for watching, guys, and well done to the 2 players.